Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday so far. I had listened to, kind of didn't do my normal morning routine. I listened to a lecture today about quantum leaps, quantum jumps, if you will. So that's kind of on my mind. Not really sure where I'm going with it yet, but we'll see what Spirit has to say. King of Wands. So the King is obviously the mature energy. I think we got him at the end of our reading last time, which oddly enough did not upload. I don't know why, but I did in fact do a reading yesterday. And I think we ended with the King of Wands yesterday. So maybe that is the message. Just pick up where you left off yesterday. Don't relive it, right? Don't relive the past. Start every day brand new with the knowledge and understanding that you gained from yesterday, right? Show your strength. You have strength of character, strength of integrity, strength of compassion, strength of empathy, strength of yourself, knowing who you are and not having to defend it, not having to prove it worthy, because it just is. You just are. Like, you just are worthy. There's no check boxes you have to check off to become worthy. There's no list of chores you have to do before you can get to be worthy. You just are. You deserve love, and you send love, and you are love. And I think that's what the King of Wands here is telling us. I'm going to look at that cheat sheet that I keep next to me, because I do. I cannot memorize 78 cards immediately, so I'm going to fake it till I make it, and that's kind of where I'm at. So the King of Wands is actually a bold leader, top dog, power, courage, and charm. So I feel like this is more charming. This is leading by example and not by lecture, which is funny because I used the word lecture twice today, and I have not used that word in ages. So maybe we're getting a lecture from God. Maybe that's what's happening here. It's very possible. But at any rate, kind of a different beginning. I know we're off on a tangent, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I guess that one said no, not yet. So, God, what would you like to tell us today that is in our highest good, that will serve us? 10 of Pentacles. This is abundance in resources. 10s are completion of a cycle. And 10 of Pentacles just looks like there is so much for so many, and it's everything we want. I mean, this is only second to the Sun card, right? I do find this to be an earthly resources card, right? And I don't usually use the word earthly either, or astrology, sorry, for that matter. And 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles represent earth energy, which is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I feel like this is more of a Capricorn card, and I could be wrong, but this is what I'm feeling on it. Capricorns are all about working hard for the resources. We're in Capricorn energy right now. The sun is in Capricorn, and it is literally about getting the return on your investment, right? It's digging your heels in, doing the work, and getting an equal exchange of energy back for that. When we get paid, money is an energy. When we do a job, we agree to a certain exchange of energies. We do the job, and we get the energy back in the form of money. I think what this is telling us is there's resources of great importance to us that we've overlooked because we've put our focus so much on money that we are missing the real resources, right? Money is just an energy, just like anything else in the universe, right? Go back to physics class, guys, or quantum physics if you want to really go that far. It's just energy, and I've said that for years. I've never put money above my happiness until recently, and I learned a very difficult hard lesson as a result of that. And I won't be making that mistake again. But it's, this is teaching your children and your children's children how to do it. How to just find their joy. That if they can just find their joy, then everything else falls into place. And we're all going through an interesting time right now where more and more people are actually believing that. I think with COVID, people all got to stop and slow down for a little bit, right? And realized how unhappy they truly were. I used to think how much I loved my job. And I did. Don't get me wrong. I really did. I owe some amazing people, and they spoiled me rotten to the point where any company I work for now pales in comparison to these close friends that I made who agreed to exchange energy with me. And I truly loved it, but at what cost to me did I exchange that energy? Was I not present as a mom? Absolutely. Was I somewhat neglectful? Probably. Did my kids have Nikes and, Under Armour sweatshirts? Yeah, they had them, but that's all they had. Ask them now, as adults, which they would have rather had back then. And you'll be surprised to hear the answer. So I think what this is telling us is there's more to life than just money. Keep that in mind. And whatever it is, we have an abundance of it. 2, the Page of Pentacles. So we're still in the Pentacles. We're still worried about earthly energies. I still really don't feel like the Pentacles are representing money today. I feel like they're representing our inner knowledge, our resources of knowledge. The Page of Pentacles is just starting out, right? Just starting to figure it out. They've amassed it, right? They got 10 to the page. I mean, it's literally the next card in the sequence of the cards. And I feel like this is your hard work's about to get rewarded. You're about to see what how a job cannot be a job. How the phrase, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, what that truly means, you're about to live it. You can choose that, I guess. Again, once I'm able to upload yesterday's reading, it's all in your perception. Your job doesn't have to be work. It can be fun. It can be inspiring. It can be fulfilling. It can be... Okay, I guess they read those cards. It can be anything you want it to be. It's all in your perception. And childlike energy again, Page of Swords, right? So Page of Swords is... this is curiosity. But it can also mean gossip. I feel like this is... people are going to get... I don't want to say jealous. Infected, maybe. By your energy. You are vibing really high right now. And it's going to make lower energies uncomfortable. They're not going to be okay with it. But they're not going to know why. So they're going to... I'm not sure how they're going to react. It's going to be different, though. You've got a very fine line you're walking. Very fine line. You do you. You do what's best for you. Let the universe worry about everything else. When you fix you, not fix, because nobody's broken. When you improve your outlook about yourself, about the people around you, and you reach that higher vibration of unconditional love that God wants us in, it would be like walking in the Garden of Eden, right? It would just be bliss. You're not going to see things. I think a while ago we talked about when you're in a narcissistic relationship, which most empaths have been, you have what's called cognitive dissonance. And it's next to impossible for you to see all of the bad because of the love bombing that happens at the beginning of the relationship, right? So your brain can't make sense of it. Your brain just cannot make sense of the fact that this person is so good. They can't possibly be doing bad things, and your eyes will literally not see it, okay? And it's scientifically documented phenomenon in your brain, cognitive dissonance. I believe that we are shifting that, and we've decided to turn that backwards. That it is impossible to see the bad because, how do I want to say this? Because it sounds like I'm saying the same thing. You're going to understand that the bad was never bad. Does that make sense? So you're going to see that the bad things that they were doing, saying, or being, or whatever, were always in your highest good. It taught you a lesson, and it was a lesson you needed to learn for the path that you chose to be here. So I guess you would see it similarly in that the bad would appear good, but you would translate it differently, more with your higher self than with your earth self. This is using the light bulb of knowledge from up above instead of below. But walk a fine line with that. We still have people out there that are not awakened, that are not good, that do not have our best intentions. And those people should fall away. Absolutely. But it's going to take time, right? And it's going to take time for us to be living in this 5D high vibration universe permanently. You probably get glimpses of it. I know I do. And it's hard to stay there because it's uncomfortable. So you come back to reality, if you will, and, those people are still there. So just beware, be cautious. It's a fine line we walk. You don't want to get committed to the insane asylum before everybody goes to 5D. Sorry, I had to laugh. I love our world. I really do. I love the world that we are creating, and I love the fun part of being able to put it in God's hands and know that it can get so much better, and ask yourself, how good can it get today? How good can it get? Because when we say we want certain things, we limit ourselves. And I think that's exactly what this Five of Cups is saying. Normally this is sadness and regret. In the tarot, it is it's loss, it's grief, and feeling abandoned or unloved. I don't see that today, guys. I really don't. What I see is you giving up control of who's creating, right? Who's creating this tidal wave, this whirlpool of emotion? It's coming from her, but she thinks it's coming from this cup, right? I think we're at a point, guys, where we see it's coming from us. We are the only ones tipping out that cup. We are the only ones spilling it. And we are the only ones that are filling it. And we have put that responsibility in so many other people's hands, including God's, right? That we haven't taken any responsibility for our actions, for the fact that our life is literally one big consequence to the action that we had yesterday, right? I mean, ultimately, take responsibility. Own your shit. You guys, we create this stuff. So create good. Create good. Make good choices today. Ask your angels and spirit guides and ancestors and God himself to show you the best choice every time you're faced with a choice today. In fact, I will ask that for all of us watching here. God, please show us the correct choice when we are presented with choices today. As long as we are willing and able to receive those messages, and our heart is open to receive those messages from you, we will see them. All right, enough about that. Into the Six of Cups. I mean, look, we're going in progression here, guys. We went from the 10 to the page, to the 5 to the 6. I almost want to say for sure we're going to get the 7 next, but we've got the Six of Cups. Notice we've gone from resources, right, straight into emotion. Once we thought about it, we realized that those resources start with emotion. You literally, I mean, I don't know if any of you have heard of the law of attraction, but you got to feel it in order to get it. It's kind of the thing. It's you feel the thing before you get the thing to make you feel the thing. It's like this conundrum of backwardness that has puzzled me for many, many years that I'm just learning to decipher now. The Six of Cups, we talked about this. We've had this week. It's nostalgia. It's thinking back, when you were a little boy, when your dog was a puppy, right? It's being in that playful energy, that anything is possible energy. What did you want to be when you were a little kid? I mean, really, really think about it. Somebody asked me this question about a year ago, and I was stumped, literally stumped, had no idea what I wanted to be. And the reason for the question is that supposedly, and I don't know how true it is. I mean, take it or leave it, doesn't matter. When you're first awakening, your soul mission, your purpose, your life path that you've chosen with God, you sat down with God and made a plan before you got here on what you're going to learn. What you wanted to be when you were a little kid is directly related to that soul mission or path. So if you're having trouble figuring that out, that's the question you need to ask yourself. Well, of course, I couldn't remember because I have very few memories of my childhood, and I don't know why that is. I have no idea, because honestly, I had a really good childhood. I mean, was it dysfunctional? Yeah, we all had dysfunctional, but our family had our set of problems, but I had everything I needed. And it was only recently that I remembered I used to play at being a teacher all the time. I used to make my sister sit there with pens and pencils, and I would teach her how to write her letters or something, whatever. Anyway, I probably tortured her to death, but sorry, sis, but and it's funny because I don't think I ever really considered myself a teacher in the spirit community. More of a healer, more of a giving people a safe place to be their authentic selves, help them with their shadow work. I'm actually really good at recognizing and doing shadow work. But I had kind of thought I wanted to be more of a counselor. And now I'm, as I sit here and speak and think about my childhood and do exactly what the Six of Cups is asking us to do, maybe I'm, in fact, meant to be more of a teacher. Who knows? I don't know. What do you guys think? You put in the comments below what you think I should do. But at any rate, go back to your innocent self before the world gave you gray hair, and figure out what it was you wanted to do, and do that. Be kids, be that childlike self, and take care of yourself. We should be getting this card every day, because none of us ever takes care of ourselves properly the way we're supposed to. Your self-care is so important, guys. Get enough rest, get enough sleep, drink your water, take time out for you, do your meditation, do the things that make you happy. You come first, okay? I know those of you who have little kids, I have puppies and I have adult children. I have 2 grandchildren. There's a million things I need to do every day. But everybody in my life knows that when I get up in the morning, that first hour is mine. And most of the people in my life that are with me on a day-to-day basis know that I'm going to take a salt bath at least 4 times a week for an hour. So whatever's happening, if I feel I need it, it's going to happen. You guys need to do that, okay? Take care of yourself and ask for help, okay? You don't need to carry all of this by yourself. You really don't. You have a million resources. Use them. That's what they're there for. So that is the message for today. I think I found these cards when I was cleaning up last night, and I haven't seen them in a while, so we're going to use this for our advice today. God, give us some advice to help this energy bring us to our highest good. Well, how can we use this energy and to bring us to our highest good? Oh my gosh, do what you love. So, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, right? I'm going to leave it right there. Perfect ending. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow.